4 wins this year and 1 extra on Sunday at Riverside. Ron Smith of Okomasson, a Buckley Autobody Mustang, and here they come. Waiting for green, and there it is. Kevin Clayton will take them into the corner with the lead. Davis on the outside, and it's Lashaway, Handy, Sutherland, and Connor. And Smith pulls the 2 in. 4-time winner out of action. Here's the battle for the lead. Davis. Sutherland makes a shift to try to catch the field as Davis works the outside. Looks to the high side of Clayton. Takes it in very deep. I mean deep. And it doesn't work. Kevin Clayton to Whit Davis. Here comes Handy up to the inside of Lashaway. They nearly touch going into 3. Lashaway takes it in hard and holds on. It's Davis. Oh, look out. Lashaway in way up by the wall. Brings it back in. Davis now with the lead. Kevin Clayton goes second. Lyle Handy having a hard time keeping that car pointed in the right direction. And Connor sitting way back. Going to be a little greasy tonight. The track is very warm. Whoa, look out. Something came loose on the 5 and the caution comes out. Looks like it might have blown the rear on that. Caution on the racetrack. Here they come, ready to restart. Lap 6. Davis drops it down to the white line and below takes the green and holds the lead. Here comes Lashaway. Nice inside move for Chris Lashaway, and he's picked up a spot. But coming right back at him on the outside is Kevin Clayton. 2 laps left when they come by. Davis, Lashaway, Clayton, Handy, and Connor. Lashaway in hard. He's got that spot, trying to hold it for 1 more lap. Working up to the outside. Now Clayton trying to find a way to duck underneath. He may have the move, and there he is. Look out, nearly contact. They run door to door down the backstretch, and Clayton, coming down to the checkers, will take the 2nd spot. Clayton, Lashaway, and Handy, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The win goes to DeWitt Davis for Charlie Lawrence. Here they come, and there's the green. Down to the low side, it's Davis, but up on the high side, Chafee trying to make a run at it. Here's Alexander. It's going to make it a 3-wide battle, will he? Down into turn 3, Chafee with an edge. Pollard way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Pollard trying to keep Felton behind him, and Chafee comes off the corner with the lead. Alexander gets by Davis, and he's already set up to make a move on Chafee. Alexander trying to look to the low side. Car won't go there. Chafee in pretty hard. Alexander breaks loose and can't make the move. Chafee up in the middle of the racetrack. Alexander looks low. Chafee drops in the block. Halfway coming up. Chafee, Alexander, Davis. Here's Felton making a low move on Pollard. Can't get by Davis. Good battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Going to be a 3-way battle here in a minute? No, Felton thinks better of going down in there. Here's Chafee trying to hold that lead. And Alexander works to the high side. Alexander rim rides it off turn 2, and Chafee has an engine come apart. 2 laps to go. It's Alexander. Pollard now 2nd. Davis 3rd. Felton 4th. 5th is Cody, and 6th is Lawrence. White flag is out. One more lap, and it looks like Beef Alexander has stretched his lead. Gerald Pollard safely in second. Could be a battle for third as they come to the wire. Here's Felton down to the inside on Davis. Almost, but not enough. And the win goes to Beef Alexander in the 7. Gerald Pollard in the 27 goes second. Third to the 17 of Chris Davis. Fred Felton is fourth in the 11. Fifth, the 24 Vermont of Dwayne Cody. Fifth, the 62 for Charlie Lawrence. And then the sixth car not finishing was the 33 for Bill Chafee, who drives off under his own power, so it can't be.
Fourth row inside the 16 is Bill Powers. Outside of him, the 3E for Frank Carey Sr. from Leverett, Mass. And rounding out the field in the 71, we welcome him back after a couple of weeks of absence. That's Todd Owen out of Somers, Connecticut. Look for the green this time by Cashman and Barnard. Bring the field around. The green flag is out, and they come off of turn number 4. It's Cashman already pulling out with Meany grabbing second right off the bat with a 15 mass. He'll now go to work on Cashman. Barnard runs in third. Tom Cashman Jr. is fourth, and rounding out the top 5 is Pachalski. They play bumper tag. Powers and Owen go up the racetrack, getting on the binders. Battle for the lead now up front. It's the 15 mass of Meany on the high side. Cashman tries to hold the lead down low. They touch, coming off turn 2, and a tire comes off the 71 for Owen. He slams the wall in turn 2. That'll bring out the yellow flag right away. Todd Owen, the 71, losing a right front tire, slamming hard into the turn 2 wall. Bringing out the caution. Connecticut driver, front runner at Riverside, and was doing really well here as well at the beginning of the year. Now we're set to go back to green in heat number 1 for the Strictly Stock. Scott Cashman and Dave Meany bring the field around. The green flag is out. They're on the gas, down low, and up to the top of the racetrack comes Cashman as he holds the lead. Scott Cashman, car number 19, goes to work. Here comes Meany up the high side of the racetrack with car number 15. He'll move in to contend for the lead once again as Tom Cashman Jr. has moved up to third. Barnard back to fourth. Livingood runs the high side. Looking good with the 87. He's now fifth, and holding the sixth and final qualifying spot is the 37 of Pachalski. Meany grabs the lead coming off of turn number 2. Scott Cashman falling back to third as the other Cashman, Tom Cashman, takes the second spot. Paul Barnard is fourth. While Pachalski runs low, he and Livingood have a side-by-sider going for fifth. Here comes Frank Carey Sr. looking for a qualifying spot with a 3. Halfway marker is out. Halfway in this qualifying round, Meany beginning to open up his lead. Tom Cashman running second, Scott Cashman third, and Barnard still fourth, with Pachalski and Livingood fifth and sixth, just inside the qualifying margin. To go this time by for Meany. Dave Meany way out in front, having a good run here tonight with car number 15. Tom Cashman Jr. holds second. Here comes Pachalski down low on Barnard. White flag is out. We'll watch that battle. Barnard up high, Pachalski down low as the checkered flag waves. We see Dave Meany is your winner. And that battle for fourth spot, it's going to be Barnard at the line. Six cars to qualify from the Strictly Stock heats, and here's your 6 out of heat number 1. We'll look for the green this time. Bazio and Zellman bring the field around. Green flag is out. Coming off of turn 4, everybody side by side right up front. And down into turn 1, it's Zellman taking the initial lead. Car number 22, he'll edge out in front. Here comes Buca up the high side with the 08. And he moves into second now, getting around Bazio for that spot. Pizzaio third, Griswold fourth, Zielinski, and here comes Trevor Downey with the 23. Zellman will lead him down the back straightaway. Battle for third. Pizzaio getting a challenge from Griswold. Griswold diving low in the 46. Coming off the turn, he's got the spot. Zielinski also moving up with the 7, and he'll move into fourth. Yuka now runs the high side of Zellman, looking for the lead. Car number 08 has been running very strong this season. Now, coming off turn 4, Griswold gets a little crossed up with the 46 as he and Zielinski battle for that third spot. Here comes Trevor Downey down low, having a good run with the 23. He's looking to take fifth from Bob Pizzaio in car number 6. Up front, good battle for the lead now. Muka has pulled right up alongside Zellman. They go around the Irving Reed number 77, and Zellman continues to hold the lead. Muka running very, very well with car number 08. He comes in with contact that time. Here comes Zielinski with a 7, bound to be a challenge, as he's now up to third. Griswold all alone in fourth. Trevor Downey has moved up into position number 5. Good run for car number 23. And 6 is the 6 of Bob Pizzaio. Good battle now for the lead as Zielinski has moved in. 2 laps to go. Zellman and Muka will go at it with Zielinski right there to contend. This time by. White flag is in the air. Muka again up high. Can't get the fight. Zielinski runs low. And the 7 at the line has position number 2. Checkered flag is out. Little tap to Zielinski, but getting away from it all, Joe Zellman takes the victory in heat number 2. Good run there. Great run for Joe Zellman, car number 22, as he takes the win. Finished Bob Marion, the 53. Our point leader, Steve Drew, in the 17. Here they come. Green flag is out. Coming off of turn 4 to the line, it's Paterni. Paterni down low in the 13, edges out to the lead. Morton tucks in for second. Bill Johnston third. Here comes Drew down low in the 17. He'll look to grab fourth from Marion. As they come off turn 4, he's got the spot. Single file through turns 1 and 2 with Paterni and Morton. Sounds like a problem for Marty Alberti in the 60. Paterni's able to get away a little more. Morton running second. Johnston all alone in third until Steve Drew is looking to move in with the 17. Closing in, Bob Marion 5th, and Dan Fitzgerald runs in the 6th and final qualifying position. Good run for Paterni in the 13. Battle for second. Morton holding off Johnston and Drew. Halfway marker is out. Drew looking a little bit to the outside of Johnston in search for that third spot. He pulls right up alongside this time to battle for position number 3, and now Johnston closes right in on Morton. 3 cars dicing it up for position number 2. Drew looks to go high on everyone with the 17, but that does not work, as now Johnston finds route to the low side of Morton. 2 laps to go this time by. Bill Johnston in car number 2, looking low, and he has the second position. Good move by Johnston. Drew will look to follow him through this time. The white flag is in the air. Paterni is way out in front. Now Drew edges into that third spot, dropping Morton back to 4th. Drew will look to challenge Johnston to come around for the checkered flag. Now, here it is. Bob Paterni with a great run will take the win. Battle for second. It's going to be Johnston with car number 2. Great run for Bob Paterni, the 13. He takes the win. Bill Johnston holding off Steve Drew for that second spot. Drew coming home 3rd.
Rotation Chevrolet. There they are, Ball and Small. Jarvis and Avery Pinkham and Bateman and Marquis. Here they come. Ball takes it into turn 2. Small on the outside. Avery up to third. Down into turn 3. Ball with the lead. Avery underneath for second. Small to third. Bateman to fourth. Jarvis fifth. Then it's Marquis and Pinkham. Ball, Avery, Small, Bateman, and Jarvis. Bateman trying to find some room down underneath Small. He can't quite set him up. Now he's got the spot. Here comes Bateman for that spot. Pours it in there. Bateman for third. Avery works Ball inside. Ball takes the high line. Avery has to back out. Ball in hard. Avery down low. Bateman right there. There's contact. Avery trying to use the right foot to move Ball out of the way. Doesn't work. Here he comes. One more time. Contact again with the tire. Avery up there again. Bateman right on his bumper and uses it. Avery, Bateman, Ball, Small, and Jarvis with Marquis. Jarvis trying to work the outside on Small to take that number 4 spot. Bateman back on the outside of Avery, switches lanes, almost gets it. Right there with him down the straightaway. Bateman in a little bit higher. Now he comes off the corner, can't move up inside. Avery on the brakes, Bateman has to back out of it. Ball still holds third. Jarvis around Small into fourth. Then it's Small, Marquis, and Pinkham. Here's the battle for the lead. Bateman takes him in deep. Bateman on the high side of Avery. Bateman on the front straightaway. Bateman works him into turn 2. Second move off the corner. Wheel to wheel. Hard and deep into 3 and 4. The battle for the feature. Here they come. Avery. It's Avery by a bumper. Bateman second. Ball holds on for third. Jarvis comes up for fourth. Then it's Small, Marquis, and Pinkham. A good run as Bateman and Avery hammer away at each other. Marquis had 3 wins so far this year. Bateman has had 1. That's the only people we've seen in victory lane. Kind of a sloppy start there. The program is on sale with results and standings through the 4th of the month. Next issue comes out early in July. And the field comes down to take the green to restart it. Here they come. Once again, Rudolph takes him down into the corner and pulls off with the lead. John Byrne having his troubles at the back of the pack. Rudolph, Stone, Cole, and Radwick. Beginning to close in on Rudolph now. Stone and Rudolph way up in turn 3. Look out! He's in trouble. Brings it back on the racetrack and stays in there. Byrne has to get foot on the brakes, and Rudolph's only a half lap down and still rolling. 2 to go. Stone, Cole, Radwick, Raymond, Rudolph, and Byrd. White flag now for Ed Stone. Here comes the checkers. It's going to be Stone, Cole, and Radwick. Roger Raymond, Doc Rudolph, and John Byrne.
Stables, number 12 and the 13 for Pete Vandaka from Fitchburg, Mass. The Fitchburg Metal Fabrication Buick. There's your field. Green flag is out. To the line is Rio with card 19 Junior. Rio a little loose as he leads the field. Here comes Kirk Alexander down low. And Kirk takes the lead. Buffalo goes around in turn 4 with a 12. Rio way up high, losing several positions. As Alexander is now your leader. Glenn Brio has moved up into position number 2 with Barry Gray third. Yellow flag is out. Fourth and the 34, Pete Vandaka driving the 13, and he's fifth. Dan Stebbins, Frank Buffum, and Eddie Brio Jr. Here they come. Green flag is out. Alexander and Glenn Brio side by side. Alexander will lead him down into turn 1 on the inside. And Brio makes the move outside with a 29 Mass. Here comes Gray down low in the 29. And we've got a spin off of turn 4. Eddie Brio Jr. goes around with a 29 Junior. Very early leader in the race, pulls into the infield, and we've got a great battle up front for the top 4 spots. Alexander, the 44X, holding off Glenn Brio and Barry Gray and Roger Shepard in the 34. Halfway marker this time by for Alexander. Now, battle for second, the 229s going at it. Barry Gray down low in the 29. Glenn Brio up high, the 29 Mass, and they'll go at it for second. Here comes Gray to the inside of Kirk Alexander with the 44X. Alexander will try to hold him off through turns 1 and 2. Barry Gray coming on strong down low in the 29. He's going to hold the line in turn 3. Down low coming off the turn, it's Gray for the lead. Car 29, Barry Gray edges out. Kirk Alexander now falling to second. Glenn Brio moving up on the inside with the 29 Mass. 2 laps to go this time by. Shepard and Fiandaca right there to contend. White flag is out this time by. Brio has now picked up second. Alexander back to third as Gray edges out in front. Checkered flag this time by, and Barry Gray takes the win. In the 3, very experienced enduro driver here, now behind the wheel of a late model. As we're set to go to green this time by with Glenn Griswold and John Meany bringing the field around. Green flag is out. Coming off of turn number 4, Griswold at the line with the 60. Has the lead. Meany for second. Contact between Seabold and Hersey. Here comes Graham down low in the 11. Seabold got a little loose. And now 1 lap goes on the scoreboard with Griswold leading the way. Meany second. Third is now Graham. Seabold is 4th. Hersey is 5th. Battle for 6 between Meany and Fowler, and then it is Mark Blair in the 3. doing a fine job in car number 60, way out in front. Sounds like Seabold's getting a little sick there with the 1 as he tries to hold fourth over Hersey. Griswold way out in front with a 60. Meany is second. Third is Cram. As Hersey gets out of shape, Seabold holds that 4th spot. 5th is now Meany. Hersey back to 6th. And 7th is Blair and 8th is Fowler. Battle for second now. Meany and Graham. Graham has closed in and battles for that spot. Here comes Meany coming off of turn number 4 down low on Seabold in a battle for 4th. Meany takes the spot. Seabold back to 5th now with the 1. Here comes Hershey down low with the 24K. 2 laps to go this time by for Griswold. Doing a fine job with car number 60 as he'll lead him one more time around and hopefully hold on in the end as Meany and Cram are closing right back in. White flag is out for Griswold. Now Cram dives low on Meany. Meany shuts the door. And Griswold is able to get away with the 60. Here they come for the checker. Graham one more time down low, and it's Griswold for the victory. Good run for Glenn Griswold in the 60. He takes the win. Impressive job there.
From East Swansea, Kevin Blackmore, and the 13 from Goshen, New Hampshire, Punky Karen. Punky driving Craig's car, trying to get it set up for him. Here he comes. And does Boniface get a jump or what? Holy moly. That's going to make everybody scramble behind him. Boniface, Bachelor, Green, Awesome. Then Brio, Knight, Gresso, Blackmore, Weaver, and Karen. Remember, only 8 cars qualify. Blackmore drives Karen down to the inside, then spins out. Karen goes by. Blackmore refires and gets up on the racetrack. Here comes the field. No caution. Here comes your leader on the gas. Bachelor beginning to close in. Brio and Knight not able to catch him. Van Weaver, something's gone wrong in the front end, and he's in a very bad spot. The car brakes right in front of the field, and here comes the caution. Van Weaver didn't appear to touch anything. The car just came around the corner, and the front wheels just didn't go. It looks like the steering or the rear end came apart, and they're going to the back, so he must have had a center bolt or something come on loose. He play. The big screen isn't ready yet. Okay, Boniface ready to go, and he leads them off. Here comes Bree trying to pick up a spot. Whoa, Danny Grasso, roll in deep trouble, fights the wheel and brings it back. Up front, it's Boniface, Bachelor, Bree, Awesome. Brio, Knight, Karen slowing, and then Blackmore. Coming off turn 2, and he takes it in. Karen in trouble with the 13. Here's the white flag for Boniface and Bachelor. Then it's Free, Alsa, Brio and Brio, Knight and Blackmore. Coming down for the checkers, it's going to be Boniface, Bachelor, Free, Brio, and Alsa. Looks like Eddie Brio just got his nose in there. Then Knight, Blackmore, and Grasso. So Boniface picks up the win with the old new car. Bachelor right on his bumper. Bill Bree for third. It looked to me like Eddie Brio got him by a nose, but the scorers say yes, let's change that. Nipper Alsop goes back to 7. Takes the 7 back to 5th, I should say. And in the 135 from Pittsburgh, Mass, Pete Fiandaca. 10 laps, here they come. Mercy grabs the early lead. Rollins up high. Down low is Goodenough looking for a spot. It'll be Hersey, the early leader. Hersey leading early on with Rollins, Goodenough, Bachelor, Rugg, then Marquis, Patnode, Fiandaca, Fu, and Lookout. Hersey just flies off the corner and all of the way to the infield. He's on his way as the field comes down. Here's Goodenough fighting for the lead. Goodenough inside Rollins in turn 2, not enough to get by. Hersey's going to have to hustle to get away. He needs a caution to get to the field. Goodenough and Rollins battling out up front. Bachelor all alone. Then Rugg, Marquis, and Patnode. Fiandaca, Fu, Payne, and Hersey. Halfway, half 5 down now. Marquis up to 4th. Works on Bachelor. Rollins and Goodenough. Look out. Todd Patnode all the way around. Patnode's going to wait for the caution, and here it comes. That's a big break for Russ Hersey. Hersey gets to go all the way around and catch the pack instead of running at the very end right in front of the leaders. A break for Hersey, and Patnode was smart enough to let it stall and try to restart, so he got a caution. And he was right near the track, so it was a good idea. Hersey was out of the way. He had to do it on his own. Here they come. And Fiandaca. Can't get it to start. He went out of gear. Now he's back on it. Bachelor and Marquis fighting for third. And they may get Rob Goodenough. Fiandaca's got to play catch-up. Good battle for the win. 2 to go. Goodenough looking for some room down inside. Can't muscle his way underneath. Here comes Marquis looking for third. Can't get in there. Goodenough slams the door and sets himself up for the lead. Rob Goodenough and Rollins. Rollins has the sweet spot. Look out. We've lost the 29. All over the place. Caution on the racetrack as the 29 blows everything out the pipes. 8 cylinders all over the place. And that'll be yellow checker. Yellow checker. Rollins gets the win. Goodenough second. Marquis third. Bachelor fourth. Then Rugg, Fu, Patnode, Hersey, and Fiandaca, who had problems on that restart. Looked like it popped out of gear on him. Tough break for Rick Payne. I think that's the second engine he's lost this year.
Losing a right front tire. So no Owen, no Reed, unfortunately. Here they come. We'll look for the green. 6 cars vie for 4 qualifying spots. The green flag is out. Frank Harry Sr. is out in front with the 3. Now Powers gets out of shape. He's running in that 4th and final qualifying spot now with the 16. And here comes Corey Castman up to challenge. Powers will hold him off. Running in qualifying spots now are Carey, Rogers, Chapin, and Powers. Corey Casper just one spot out of qualifying. Marty Alberti having his problems with the 60. Carey now way out in front with the 3. Powers getting a challenge from Casper for that final qualifying spot. Powers gets up high, almost into the wall. Casper comes right in to challenge. Down low with the 86, he'll look to take the spot. At the line, Casper has the 4th and final qualifying position. Powers looking to come right back on the outside with car number 16. He takes it right out to the wall, gets all out of shape, and Casper will hold on. This time by 2 laps to go for Frank Carey Sr. Rogers gets way up high. Chapin is 3rd in the 58. Then it's Casper, and Powers is still right there. There's still some time left. He can probably try to catch Casper once again and battle for that final qualifying spot. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Carey way out in front. Rogers is 2nd. Chapin is 3rd. Checkered flag is in the air, and it's Frank Carey Sr. for the win. Rogers coming around for 2nd, Chapin for 3rd, and Corey Casper for 4th. Good run for Frank Carey Sr. as he ran away from everybody else to take the win. Gary Davis, 2 Ron Smith, 4 Alan Anaki, 24 is Dwayne Cody. I think we missed him. 24 is Cody. 99 is Ron Bailey, and the 04 is Bobby Ermark. Here they come, looking for green. There it is, and the 20-lap race is underway. Davis goes to the top. Pollard comes up to challenge, and Alexander comes out of the pack on the outside. Pollard dives down to the inside looking for the lead. It'll be Pollard, Davis, Alexander. Pollard with the lead, Davis 2nd, Alexander 3rd. Here comes Davis up inside to take over. Whoa, look at DeWitt Davis, goes right to 3rd and then can't hold it. Pollard, Alexander, Chris Davis, DeWitt Davis, Fred Felton, Clayton Smith, Anaki. A wash away and Handy, then Lawrence, Cody, Davis, Connor, Ermark, and Bailey. Here's your leader. Chris Davis trying to hold his spot hard into turn 2. Felton underneath, so is Smith. They're going to move up onto 99 of Bailey. Chris Davis takes it in high and hard. Felton's got the inside line, can't do it. Just barely spun the 99, got around him, and Smith was on his bumper. Here's DeWitt Davis, look out, he and Felton come together. Felton manages to recover, but loses a lot of ground. DeWitt Davis will bring out the first caution as the leaders come by. Ready to restart him on lap 7. Darrell Pollard in the 27. The 7 is Beef Alexander. 17 is Chris Davis, and Ron Smith is up to 4th in the 2. Here they come. And Smith
Smith is in the third, looking for second. Then it's Davis, Anaki, Felton. DeWitt Davis comes back in, but he's going to lose ground. Ron Smith looking for win number 5. Here they are. Pollard holds the lead. Smith up to second. Alexander to third. Anaki is fourth. Davis fifth. Then it's Felton and Kevin Clayton. And Felton gets a piece of Davis, and around he comes. And Clayton collects him. Mr. Handy, go around the 11. Now we've got that squared away, and we'll reset the lineup and turn them loose, pick up a little junk over in turn 3. Enter everybody, and the caution will remain out on the racetrack. Ron Smith with the 2. Coming down on that restart. You can hear that engine start to sputter. Let's see if he can make it all the way back to the pits now. Lights out. Let's see if they got it together this time. Smith into the pits. Caution comes back out again. I don't know what the story is this time. A Chan pulled that yellow back out again. Don't know what the scoop is. Now, Pollard, Anaki, and Lashaway. Could be a final 11-lap dash. Let's see what happens. Pollard looking for his first win. Alexander is second, and Anaki is third. Pollard right back underneath, and Lashaway pulls out. 11 laps in, 9 to go. Black flag on the 04 as that hood starts coming off. Here comes Jason Davis looking for some room. Handy in trouble, can't hold that Pinto down. Chris Davis, Jason Davis, Kevin Clayton, Fred Felton battling wicked big time for that fourth spot as Pollard, Anaki, and Alexander go slip-slide through the corners. Anaki way up to the top of the racetrack. That's a big break for Pollard. Pollard way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Anaki way up on the high side with 5 to go. Anaki looking for win number 3. Pollard for the first of the year. Pollard takes it in low and hard, rides out wide. Alexander wants that back end to hold in one place. He's losing ground every time he gets loose. Jason Davis gets caught up behind a slower car. Here comes your leaders, and it's still Pollard. Pollard using up all the racetrack he can find to keep that spot. Here they come with 2 to go. 2 to go. Darrell Pollard trying to hold Anaki behind him. He's got some race traffic to use here in a minute. They work up around Charlie Lawrence. White flag is out. Pollard trying to hold his line and keep his cool. Anaki way up there. We've got race traffic. This is going to be a factor. Here they come to the line. Pollard out wide. Here's the checkers. Pollard. Then it'll be Clayton in the 1 and Felton in the 11. The win goes to Darrell Pollard. Well, Darrell Pollard finds his way into victory lane for the first time this year. He had one win last season. And he really gave Mr. Anaki a good run for his money, or Mr. Anaki gave him a good run for the money. We'll find out what they thought about it in a minute. Here they come.
It's amazing what a little shot he asked us to you, boy. You go good dead.
Rolls it up quietly. Swedish Auto Parts, Rum Saab Repair, Saab. Car you normally associate with rallies and road racing, comes out on top in a 4-cylinder class at Monadnock, and let's welcome our winner for tonight, Darrell Pollard. There you go. Hey, boy, I'll tell you, you had your work cut out tonight.
Boy, that's a long time coming. I'm so psyched! Yeah!
And he's also a little excited, too. What'd you think? Alan was really working you hard.
Yeah, I felt him there all the time, but, you know, we held him off. I'm great. And, you know, a lot of people apologize, or thanks. Total Seal, Rum, Swedish Auto, my parents. You can't do it without them.
Yeah! Good run. That says it all. Darrell Pollard, your winner, first time this year. And, well, Alan, I'll tell you, he didn't get a chance to practice. You got here late, and the old girl came up from the back and nearly had another one.
Lately, the car's been going real good. Darrell ran a real good race, and I don't know, Ben, nothing's broken, so we're happy.
Happy for a second. That'll keep him up near the top of the heap. And I guess Beef is getting to be Mr. Consistency. That second win is just getting awful hard to find.
Yeah, but one of these days I'm going to get it handling again. We'll be right back up there.
Looks like the car's just a little loose coming off, especially coming off of 4 here.
Just a little bit. Hopefully next week I'll have it tightened up. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Alexander Sheet Metal, Troy Family Dyna, Nick's Used Parts, and Barry Mesa for building the engine, and the owner of the car, Kelson Clayton.
We're giving you the ride and keeping right up there in front. Good run for a third finisher. And that's Beef Alexander, your defending champion. Let's see what it can do. Will there be a new winner tonight after this is all over, or will it be another win for Jarvis or Bateman? Let's see what happens. Won't be any start there. Not the way they're coming up in the back of the pack. Now let's see if we can get their lineup squared away. Got a couple of guys starting to make a run to the front before they ever got to the front. It should be 20, 3X, 33, 94, 9, 19, 28, 133, 17, 21, 73, 14, 16, and 0. That's what it's supposed to be. We got 5 of them correct on the board, so it shouldn't be hard for the rest of them to figure out where they are. They always know where they are when they talk about the race after it's over. Here they come. Ball brings them down, and there's the green. Rudolph into the corner with the lead. Ball right back on the inside. lap 2. Come. Green is out. Restart lap 2. Hard into turn 2. It'll be ball. Rudolph, Stone, Avery, Jarvis. The outside line working around Stoney. Whoa, Radwick hard in, brought it back. He moved Stone over quickly. Radwick with a little bumper on the 94. Rudolph and Avery going at it. Here comes Jarvis up on the outside. Rusty Ball trying to hold on for his first win this year. Jarvis works his way around Avery and up onto the back bumper of Rudolph. Ball, Rudolph, Jarvis, Avery, and Radwick. Kennedy and Markey, Bateman and Stone. Jarvis works inside Rudolph, contact is made. Rudolph and Kennedy and Markey. Rudolph and Jarvis fighting for position. There was contact made. Mr. Rudolph lets Mr. Jarvis know he didn't appreciate it. It looks like, with the exception of a flat left rear, he may be okay. Kennedy had no place to go, and after problems in the qualifying race, had to be towed off on the hook and get his rear end fixed. Markey coming hard up through the pack, got on the binders, and let's see what the story it looks like. Kennedy has lost the front end in the car. Kennedy is trying to back it into the pits. Kennedy backing it into the pits. If he can make it, he's going to need work on the right front suspension. By the looks, here's Wade Cole in the 33 heading for the pits. Cole in the 33, 133. Ball still holds the lead. Jarvis is next. Then it is the 8 for Avery. Markey trying to sneak up a spot so he can get around the racetrack and get into the pits, I think. Unless he's just trying to steal a spot here, but he was in that caution. He's going to have to go to the rear. As they tell him. So it'll be a charge from the rear for Markey, which actually should be pretty easy for him. He's got 27 laps to do it in. Avery, Radwick, Bateman, Stone, Pinkham, Small, Markey, Byrne, Cole, and Raymond. And now here comes Rudolph. So that caution will remain out for one more lap. Rusty Ball brings him down the backstretch. Dwight Jarvis looking for the first win of the year on the outside. Here they come. Jarvis bobbles. Jarvis a little bit of a bobble. Radwick got him in the back end. Now he turns it on. It'll be Ball, Avery, Jarvis. Ball trying to hold his own. He's got it through 10. Here's Avery looking inside. Ball takes it in a little bit deeper. Holds a little Byrne is up in the wall. Then it'll be Bateman, Pinkham, Radwick, Marquis, Stone, Small, Cole, Raymond, and Byrne. The 0 is out. Looks like the 3X is out. Field gets set to restart lap 13. Here they come. Dwight works his way underneath. So does Pinkham. It'll be Avery and Jarvis. Now it'll be a runaway. Avery, Jarvis, Pinkham, Ball, Radwick, Marquis. On the front shoot, and that brings out the caution with only 3 laps left. What a bad break for Jarvis, and a big break for Marquis and then Avery. White Jarvis looked to have it all sewed up, and then the 94 comes unglued. It does not look as though he blew an engine. He's trying to drive it in, and of course he takes all that liquid right across the racetrack instead of parking it in the infield, which would be the smart thing to do. Now we're going to have speedy dry right where the guys need the traction. Ball and Bateman ready to have at it for the top 7 spots here. 4 laps to go. Bateman's had 1 win, Marquis had 3, nobody else has seen a checkered flag, and here they come. Jarvis trying to hang on for a win. Now, 2 laps to go. Jarvis, Avery, and Pinko. White flag. White Jarvis, Dave Avery, Dave Pinko. Here it is, win number 1. White Jarvis, Avery, Pinko, Radwick, and Marquis. White Jarvis gets his first win of the 1993 season here at Monadnock. A good run for Jarvis, who holds him off and picks up the win. Heads up, here he comes. There's a real good chance he knows his way to victory lane. And in a moment he'll get his radios unhooked. And Mrs. J and the family are coming down. Let's welcome our winner tonight, Dwight Jarvis! That's the best greeting you can get. Well, Dwight, it's been a long time coming this year. You've had a couple of chances, and this is it.
Yeah, the car's been running good enough all year. We just haven't had the luck. And tonight we had the luck, and the car was running good, and everything went fine.
You were a little worried when you saw that engine come apart up ahead of you and the caution come out?
Yeah, it was. I didn't know the smoke was just where the oil was, so I just backed off and went to the high side.
Good enough, and it's a good win. That's number 1. We'll see you again.
Thank you.
Dwight Jarvis, your winner tonight, 1 on the season. Dan Avery, for a moment it was yours, but you had to do the chasing.
Oh, Dwight, real good tonight, and you know, when Dwight's right, he's operating, so he's a tough competitor.
Good run for you, though. It's nice to keep that number 9 up front.
Yeah, we're having a good time up here. A couple weeks ago we got bounced around a little bit, but we're back and we're here to stay. And I thought I had a run at Dwight there when the tires cooled off with 4 to go, and our car was pretty loose, and I thought maybe if he slipped a little bit in the oil, I might have had a run at him, but he's a pretty sharp guy.
Good run for Dan Avery for a second. That keeps him in the hunt. And up here, after it looked like it was going to be a rough start, Dave, things came your way toward the end.
Yeah, we made a lot of changes this week, and the car's been going better. But we should have bought more than 1 tire, I think. But maybe next week we'll put 4 on it. But I'll always learn consistency counts, and maybe we'll be there in the points race at the end.
Well, that's what really counts, consistency, and I think we'll see you in victory lane, too. Dave Pinkham for 3rd. Late model features coming up next.
This time by, we'll look for the green flag with Griswold, Stebbins, Meany, Siebold, and Alexander. Bring the field around. Feature event winners include Alexander, Shepard, Barry Gray, Glenn Brio, Clinton Cram, and that is it. All these other guys will look to add to the list of winners as the green flag comes out. It's Griswold getting a big advantage right off the bat with car number 60. He brings the field off of turn 2 with Meany and Stebbins side by side for that second spot. Alexander has moved up to position number 4 with the 44X running low. Griswold in the 60. Now Stebbins gets way up high with the 5. Siebold is all out of sync with the 1. Stebbins and Meany, a great battle for position number 2 as they come off of turn 4. Meany has the spot at the line, and here comes Alexander with the 44X. Kurt Alexander, 6 to 44 to the low side of the racetrack. He now moves up to 3rd, Stebbins back to 4th, as Meany has moved up into the runner-up position. Now Siebold gets way up high once again. The 1 car has dropped all the way back to around 11th position. Meany in the 15. Now getting a challenge from Alexander for that second spot. They go through turns 1 and 2, and Meany runs low. Siebold drops off with car number 1. Griswold comes off of turn 4, way out in front. We've got a spin in turn number 1. That's Frank Buffum Jr. in the 12. He gets out of harm's way with the 12 car, takes it into the infield, and a tough break for Griswold. Definitely, he was way out in front, looking real good with car number 60. Buffum heads down pit road behind the 1 of Siebold with the 12. This next time by, we'll let him loose once again. See if Griswold can hold on to that lead. Looking real good tonight with car number 60. But, of course, Alexander is always strong in the 44X. So keep an eye on him. They pick up the pace. Green flag is out, side by side off the turn, and to the line, Griswold. With the slightest advantage in car 60, running low. Siebold looking to come back with the 1, and that battle for the lead heats up. Alexander, the 44X, looking for another victory. He runs the high side. Griswold down low, holds the lead at the line. Strong run for Griswold, but this time on the back straightaway, Alexander edges out, but Griswold comes right back down low. Barry Gray with a problem in the 29. He has a flat right front tire. A tough break for Gray. As he runs the high side of the racetrack, we've got that great battle going on up front. Alexander in the 44X. Now edges into the lead, taking it from Griswold in the 60. Griswold will hold second. Barry Gray this time will look to pull off. Tough break for our point leader. He's car number 29. Griswold now holds second. Pete Van Docka having a super run here tonight with car number 13 as he and Cram get together. Van Docka comes back down, they make more contact, and Cram edges into that 4th spot by a nose. Meany runs right in front of them in 3rd. Then it's Glenn Brio behind him, running 6th. Shepard is 7th. Eddie Brio Jr. is 8th. Percy and Stebbins round out the top 10. Flair pulls into the pits as well with car number 3. Good battle going on for that 3rd spot now. Graham has found room to the low side of Meany. Brio up high with a 29 mass, and Van Docka right there to contend in car number 13. Graham comes in to take the 3rd spot, down low on Meany. Here comes Brio to follow them through. Graham takes the spot. Brio is low. He'll now look to move into position number 4. This time, 10 laps to go.
for Kurt Alexander. Griswold in second. Battle for position number 3. Graham is there. Rio wants the spot. Biandaca is fifth. Alexander putting another lap on Seabold as they go through turns 3 and 4. Griswold having an excellent run here in second. Glenn Rio has just moved into third with a 29 mass. Graham fourth and Biandaca fifth. This time, 19 laps complete, 6 to go for Alexander. Griswold will try to hold on for that second spot. Rio is coming in a hurry with a 29 mass, and he's got plenty of time to try and make a move. This time, 5 laps to go for Alexander. Way out in front is the 44X. Now, Rio looks to the outside of Griswold. Off of turn number 4, Griswold holds the spot. Contact between Biandaca and Graham once again. Graham is able to hold on, and he'll keep that 4th spot in tight grip. Battle for second. Rio up the high side. He's got the spot. This time, 2 laps to go for the 44X of Alexander. Rio is second. Third is Griswold. Fourth is Graham. Biandaca fifth. Shepard sixth. Meany seventh. Rio eighth. 9th is 7th, and 10th is Hersey. White flag for Alexander this time by. We'll watch that battle for third on the last minute. Clinton Graham diving low on Griswold. Griswold holds the spot. Here they come for the checkered flag, and it's Kirk Alexander for the victory. Rio second, and Griswold a great run for third with car number 60. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner in the late models, Kirk Alexander. All right, Kirk, congratulations. Great run. After last week, you certainly deserve to be here.
Yeah, well, last week, that was kind of heat of the moment, and it just, I kind of like to apologize to Barry. He's a hard racer, and I can't blame him. But I'd like to thank my sponsors, Alexander Sheet Metal, All Metals, and Brothers Tire Service. And I'd like to thank Greg Felton because he's the one that told me what to do between the heat race and this race. Thanks a lot, Greg.
All right, congratulations. There's your late model winner, Kirk Alexander. And we'll move over here. Glenn Rio, your second place finisher. Glenn, congratulations. Looked like if this was any longer, probably wouldn't have made it all the way, but broke out of the pack late, just couldn't catch him.
Yeah, I made a couple wrong decisions on who to follow and where to go. My fault, just couldn't get by. Let Kurt get away. It's unfortunate what happened to Barry out there. I think he ran over a piece of debris that I caught at the last minute. I thought it was going to take me out, too. The car got real hot. We were pushing it real hard. It's a real hot night. I really want to thank my sponsors, Turbana Banana, Toy Town Auto Salvage, and Hebert Racing Engines. It really helped me out a lot, put a fine car together to finish up here.
All right, Glenn Brio, your second place finisher, great run there. And we'll move over here to Glenn Griswold. Glenn, congratulations, super run for car number 60 tonight.
Thanks. Feels good to come up here in Monadnock and run with all these guys. We run Riverside Park on a regular basis and came up here for some lap time and some seat time. And boy, these guys are fast up here, and it really feels good to finish up front with them. Thank you very much.
All right, congratulations, Glenn Griswold. Great run for third.
That'll be the Paul and Sons Ford for Punky Karen in the 29. Who will not be out here. No 29, and then the 69. Matt Weaver from Keene, New Hampshire in the Dublin Glass Service Master Lumina. 35 laps for the Pro Stocks. Here comes Boniface. On the backstretch, it'll be Boniface with the lead, followed by Hersey, Free, Rollins, and Bachelor. Jim Boniface back at it with the old man new car. Ross Hersey goes second, Bill Bree third, Bachelor fourth, then Rollins. Good enough. Followed by Patnode, Bachelor, Marquis, and Rio and Rio. Look out! Hersey in trouble. Has to fight it to bring it back and get back on it. It'll give Bree second, Bachelor third, Rollins fourth, good enough fifth. Hersey back to sixth. Then Bachelor, Patnode, Marquis, and the Brio brothers. Brio, Glenn, Eddie Brio, also Piandaco, Rog, and Karen. Piandaco and also come together and bring out the caution. Pete Piandaca trying to make a move inside. Dipper Alsop in the 7. They just tapped and around they came. A restart heated him up too much and spun himself out. That doesn't want that to happen, so he wants to make sure those tires are just right. Jim Boniface, Bill Bree. Boniface is really antsy. He wants to go. Boniface looking for victory lane. Been a long time, sometime last year. Here they come. On their way. Mike Bachelor moves into second now outside of me. It'll be Boniface, Bachelor. Boniface, Bachelor, Free, Goodenough, and Bachelor. Then Marquis, Rollins, Rio, Hersey, and Patnode. Boniface getting a little more pressure now. As they move up the line, Goodenough's looking to the outside of Bree to pick up third. Look out! Glenn Brio spins it off the track. He's out of danger. He's going to have to refire it and bring it in. No, caution for the 21K. Glenn Brio came out turn 4 and the car went left a little too early. Spins it to the infield. Now he's able to refire. rejoin the field. Trio Jr., Bob Rugg, Punky Karen, and Gary Knight. And we can see smoke coming out from underneath the Hershey machine. He's either got a overheating problem or a carburetor fire. As far as I know, once you pull out, whether you go to the pits or the infield, you got to go to the back. Coming up after this race, our 30-lap Speedway Safety Services car. Now Hershey's going to get out on the track. That's a pretty automatic disqualification for a long time. Not only an automatic disqualification, probably some disciplinary action. If you pull out of the lineup, no matter where you go, you don't get your spot back. That's the rule. Doesn't matter whether it's a caution or not. If you leave the lineup and go to the pit, if you leave the lineup to go to the infield, you go to the rear. That's always been the way it is, and it's not going to change. Doesn't matter whether you think you're on fire or what. If you leave the lineup, you're out. You got to go to the back. Everybody knows that. Well, the word from our NASCAR officials in the case of the Hershey incident is 1 week suspension and a fine, or a 2-week suspension, your choice for that incident. That's NASCAR officials for leaving the car on the track and not going to your position on the racetrack. A 1-week suspension and a fine, or a 2-week suspension. NASCAR officials have made that determination. We should be making a determination of what's going to happen in this race in just a minute as Ken Isimone doubles them up. And we're ready to cut them loose. Here they come. Here they come, looking for green. Boniface with a jump. And the caution comes back out for a bad start. Let's hope everybody holds on and doesn't run into each other. Get the wrecker back in place. And get Punky's car back out on the track. Restart here on lap 11, and the battle is building up on the backstretch. Oh, the caution is out again. Now, what is the story here? Well, Bunky Karen's car has been sitting. I don't know if he's having trouble getting it in, getting it going. I guess that's been the problem. So we couldn't run it with him sitting there, so now he's out. Here, Boniface and Batchelor, ready to do battle. All right, here they come. Looking for a start. Boniface gets the jump. Pressuring Batchelor for that third spot, but it's going to be Batchelor's. Jim Boniface, Mike Batchelor, Bill Murray. Marquis has moved into fifth. There's going to be a real battle up front once we get going here. Marquis can find himself in a box there for a while. Boniface, Batchelor, free, good enough. Marquis and Batchelor. back bumper of Marquis over. Breeze holding the inside. Oh, good enough trying to get outside. Good enough and Marquis wheel to wheel for fourth. Marquis holds the spot. Oh, good enough. Loses ground on the outside. Here's Bachelor trying to get that spot back. A little bit loose. And good enough has to give way. Marquis working the outside of Bill Bray now. Here comes Pando all the way around. He'll wait for the caution flag, and there it is. All right, let's see what develops. Restart lap 17 after our third caution. Everybody trying to race. I don't know why. There was no green flag. And of course they played bumper tag back there because the back of the pack wanted to race. Boniface trying to psych out Bachelor. Mike Bachelor in the 77. Got thumped somewhere along the line. Now he's got to get his spot back. It looks like he may be having trouble getting it into gear. At which point I would pull it into the pits. Now he's got whatever he's got to do done. Here we go. Mike Bachelor, Bill Bree, Jerry Marquis, and Bruce Bachelor ready to have at it. Here they come. Bachelor, Marquis, and Bree halfway. Bachelor pulls away. A long way to go before this one's over. Here they come, looking to pat it out again. Caution on the racetrack, Monadnock up to the top of turn 3. Here they come. Bachelor and Marquis. Bachelor and Marquis, both past winners, on their way. Bill Bray trying to hang in the top 3. Glenn Brio works his way up on the outside of Goodenough. Worked his way up a little closer. Oh, Bob Rod takes it up the banking, and he will try to get it restarted. He's back underway. Didn't see that caution coming. Here comes the field. Rod will have to nurse it. He's lost his lap now. a stop, and somebody loses a piece of race car right here on the front stretch. Here they come. 70 is still out, the 8 is still out, and the green is about to come out. They work their way down the backstretch on restarting lap 25 out of 35. Good start. Everybody dead even, and Bachelor ducks low and heads away. And that goes the rest of that hood. Marquis looks inside. Glenn trying to get a piece of the top 5. 9 to go for Bachelor. Look out! Rollins all the way around and back on the gas. Smart driver doesn't try to pull a caution out, and he'll catch up to the field. Bachelor Marquis, Bachelor Bree, and good enough. Working on lap 29. Coming up, 5 laps to go. Mike Bachelor, Jerry Marquis, Bruce Bachelor, and Bill Bree with Rob Woodnuff and Glenn Rio, your top 6 runners. Karen is 7th, Awesome is 8th, Eddie Burrow Jr. is 9th, and 10th is Matt Weaver. Trying to get an extra inch, pushing it into the corners real hard. We've got 2 laps to go. 2 to go now. The battle is for 5th, 6th, and 7th, and they are working at it. 4th, 5th, and 6th. White flag for Bachelor. Marquis, Bachelor, Bree. Goodenough and Rio. Quite a tussle going on. Here comes the checkered flag, and it's going to be Mike Bachelor, Jerry Marquis, Bruce Bachelor, Bill Bree, and Rob Goodenough. A big win for Mike Bachelor, and a big finish for Bill Bree, his best of the year. On his second time around this year and victory lap. Good run, Jerry Marquis and Bruce Bachelor Jr. Nice combination. Let's see if we can get to Mike before the mob tracks him down. Photographers, you want a picture or you're going to... We'll take this away from him. Good run for the Black Sheep Farm Machine. No black sheep tonight, that's for sure. Here he is, Mike Bachelor! I don't know if it made any sense or not, but it certainly wasn't a black sheep tonight. This car was really hooked up nicely.
It was really going great, and everything worked out. Stayed together. Everybody worked really hard to make this happen, and I thank all the fans for us, and it was great.
Who are you running with, I mentioned?
Also Racing Engines.
So one more in the mix. That's the second win, and you had a little pressure from Jerry behind you.
Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure I did to Jerry what he did to me.
Good run. He meant that in a nice way. Your winner, second time, Mike Batchelor. And Jerry Marquis, who continues his quest for yet another championship in the Pro Stock division. The old girl just quite wasn't there tonight. Looked a little loose.
Yeah, it was a little bit loose there. We dialed a little front brake into it because in the turn, and that corrected getting in, but it started pushing and was loose coming off. So that didn't help me out at all.
You spend all that time correcting and going sideways. You really do lose a couple tenths, don't you?
Yeah, but you don't know unless you try things, and it's one thing we won't try again.
Good run. Jerry got a second there. We'll see him in victory lane again before the year's over. There he is. Well, last time you followed your uncle, and then he disappeared and you had a win. Tonight you had a chance to follow him and see what he can do.
Well, I tried to follow the next in line, and he's even still hard to chase, so it's hard to win one, but boy, it sure feels good to finish in the front.
Well, it sure has run well. You've had, after a rough start, you've had a good season so far.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsors. I didn't get a chance to last time. I'd like to thank Rusty Speed Shop. I'd like to thank Phil Signs and Stripes. Of course, our Bachelor Racing logo says it all, but we live for racing, and that's why we come. Thank you all.
Good run for Bruce Jr. And Dad, we missed your car tonight.
Yeah, well, we're just going to run occasionally down here. It's a real low buck operation, and we're just going to run one weekend.
And make sure that Bruce runs up front every week.
Well, I kind of like the idea. You know, I'm getting a little older. I've been doing this a long time, and I really like having one track where I can just stay with the car.
Good run for the Bachelor family and whole family. Next up,
Arch number 3. Outside of him, the 89. For Barry, Mass, the CRE safety equipment number 89 for David Rogers. The 58 is Wayne Chapin out of Three Rivers, Massachusetts. The 86, Corey Cashman, the Lions Enterprises machine. And that will be your field for tonight's Speedway Safety Services Strictly Stock Championship. 30 laps of Strictly Stock action brought around by Scott Cashman and Paul Barnard. Here they come. The green flag is out. They're off and running. Into turn 1, Scott Cashman leads the field with the 19. Paul Barnard running second. Here comes Morton down low in the OT. He'll look to move up into that runner-up spot. We've got a spin in turn 4. It's Corey Cashman, and the yellow flag is out. Look out, everybody. Corey Cashman right in the middle of the racetrack in turn 2, and looks like everybody's going to make it by. Green flag is out. Making it out just in time is Carey. He'll be a full half lap behind the field. Down through turns 1 and 2, Cashman and Morton are side by side on the backstretch. Morton takes the lead with the OT. Morton takes the big Monte Carlo way out high and to the front. Dave Meany will look for the second spot, and we've got some contact on the front stretch. Livingood and Downey get together. They both hold on. Meany looks to move in to contend for the lead with car number 15. It's Morton, Meany, Cashman in third, Barnard fourth. Griswold has moved up to fifth with the 46. Here comes Pachowski up high. Contact between Bazzaio and Muka in turn 4. Bazzaio gets tossed around, but loses only a couple of spots. And we've got trouble off of turn 2. Barnard gets slammed and goes around with the 24. That car took a bounce into the infield. Back and further in. Scott Cashman with a problem in the 19. The ignition has gone away. He gets slammed by Muka, and there's the yellow flag. And then Downey comes in and makes contact. Then Corey Cashman comes in.
Get over there, check him out. Let's go. Roll the ambulance.
and Meany bring the field around. The green flag is out off of turn 4. They're side by side at the line. Meany on the high side, or outside. I was going to say both, but you can't combine those two words. Morton down low in the OT. He'll look to hold on. Meany is running strong. He gets up a little bit too high, and Morton comes back with the advantage. Pachowski is right there in third. Fourth is Cashman. Fifth is Zellman. Sixth is Drew. Meany now looks low as he gets a little bit out of shape with the 15. Here comes Pachowski up the high side. Can't quite make the move. Zellman looks low with the 22. There appears to be something weird on the racetrack in turn 1. About 4 cars run over a certain spot and spark as now Meany dives low for the lead with the 15. Let's see what happens this time. That time Morton had a little bit of spark coming out from underneath his race car. It looked like that was it. But in any case, Meany is right there to challenge with the 15. Coming off the turn this time, True and Zellman get together. Zellman with a flat right rear. The yellow flag is out. So maybe there really is something over there in turn 1. You can see the cars run a certain line going in and sparks fly from beneath. Happened to about 4 or 5 cars. Here they come. Keep an eye on Kenny Icebone. The green flag comes out right away, and right away Meany wastes no time and pulling away from the rest of the field. Pachowski down low is looking for that second spot, trying to get around Rob Morton, and Zielinski is right there to contend on the inside of Cashman. Now Pachowski gets way out of shape with the 37, holds on to third, pulls back in line, and Morton has some breathing room with the OT. Zielinski is down low, looking to challenge for that 4th spot over Cashman. Cashman holds it, heads to the high side of Pachowski now. Further back, Steve Drew is working his way back up to the front. Meany is way out with the 15. Morton is second with the OT. The 17X of Cashman by a nose has third. Pachowski is low in fourth. Now Muka is looking real good with the 08. He makes the move to the outside of the 7 of Zielinski and looks for fifth. Now 3 wide for the second spot. Pachowski is down low. Morton in the middle. And Cashman up high. The Morton sandwich down into turn 1, and Cashman comes out with the spot. Here comes Pachowski in the 37. And a little trouble off of turn 2 for Bazzaio in the 6. He gets crossed up. That battle for second really heating up. Cashman in the 17X now, contact, and Cashman goes around. Zielinski has nowhere to go with the 7. Muka gets a little crossed up too. The yellow flag comes out. Frank Carey Sr., Walt Pachowski, and then Tom Cashman Jr. No question about it, he belongs at the rear for bringing out the caution. Again, it doesn't matter. If you get spun or you spin on your own, you go to the rear for bringing out the yellow flag. As that car stalls out, he'll get pushed right down pit road. The green flag is out. Meany leads him. Here comes Muka in the 08, down low for second. He's got the spot going into turn number 1. Downey gets way up high, and Drew is able to get by with the 17. Steve Drew back on track with the 17. Halfway marker is out. This time by. Once again, Downey is way up high with the 23. Slams the wall coming off of turn 4. I'll bet he's having one heck of a time out there running among the top 10. But Turney has moved up. He is now third in the 13. Morton back to fourth. Fitzgerald, Drew, and Downey going at it for fifth. Dan gets sandwiched. Downey gets out of shape, and Drew gets by with car 17. He now runs fifth. Darts to the inside of Morton and tries to grab fourth. He's got it coming off of turn 4. and Botturni are way out in front. Steve's going to need a lot of time to catch these guys. He's got plenty of time to do so. Fitzgerald is 5th, having an excellent run with the 41. Downey is 6th. Here comes Bazzaio down low on 4, and Bazzaio's having a good run too with car number 6. Here comes Griswold in the 46. It's Meany, Buca, Botturni, Drew, Fitzgerald, Downey, Bazzaio, Griswold, Morton, Livingood, and Johnston. Livingood also making the move. Morton dropping way back with the OT. A tough break for what started off to be an excellent run for Morton, as now he is way off the pace. Now, as he falls to the rear, looks like he's going to head down pit road, and a tough break for the OT. Meany leads. Buca is 2nd. Botturni is 3rd. The 17 of Drew is 4th. Here comes Downey to the outside of Fitzgerald in a battle for 5th. Downey gets up high once again, and Fitzgerald is able to hold on. Your leader is now in turn 4. Meany, Buca, Botturni, and Drew. They're becoming ever tighter as they complete lap number 23. Consultation flag for Fitzgerald in the 41, you can see. Appears to be smoke trailing from the back end. A tough break for Fitzgerald, who was having an excellent run in the 5th spot. Now Griswold looking to move up with the 46. To the inside of Downey he goes, and he gets the spot. Now your top 4 are very close, getting ever closer. Meany holding on. Now Fitzgerald pulls out of line with the 41, a tough break after a great run in 5th. Drew has caught Botturni. He'll look to move up to 3rd, this time by. Can he do it? He runs low. Can't make the move that time. Botturni holds him off. Meany running well as he's able to keep his distance between himself and Buca. Here comes Drew to the outside of Botturni now. Botturni holding that spot. This time, it'll be 2 laps to go. 2 to go for Dave Meany in the 15. Buca running 2nd. Botturni holding off Drew for 3rd. Chapin in the 58 is 1 lap down, at least 1 lap down. Then it's Griswold in 5th. Downey having a great run in 6th. Bazzaio doing a fine job in 7th. This time, a white flag is in the air for Dave Meany. Great run for the Toy Town Auto Salvage car as he smokes the tires coming off of turn 2. This time, checkered flag is in the air, and it's Meany in for the victory. Great run from Buca for 2nd, and Botturni takes 3rd over Drew. Please go to the souvenir stand. Shawn Stone, meet your party. Stocks, Dave, congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane. Great run.
Thank you. It's been quite a long time since I've seen this portion of it, and extra distance races has never been much for me anyway. I have never had very good luck with them. But I really have to thank my older brother Billy. He's really been helping me a lot with the car, and it's still ain't quite perfect, but damn, we're getting a hell of a lot closer than we have been with it. And it's had its ups and downs, but it's been running better, needless to say. I kind of knew that Tommy wasn't close, but I always know his presence is there. He knows I don't run a mirror, but he knows I can tell when he's around for some reason. He run good, but a little too much for him this time.
All right, congratulations, Dave Meany. Great run for the win. First win in quite some time for the 15. Here's your second place finisher, Tom Muka. Congratulations, great run despite the bumper drag in there, but that was an excellent run for second.
Yeah, I'd really like to apologize, first of all, to the guy that I hit. I didn't mean to hit you. I've been trying to do a good, clean job this year and change my ways, so sorry about that. My crew, they did a fine job putting the car together. I'd like to thank all you fans for being there in the stands, and I'd like to dedicate this one to Cheryl. I know you're up there, and this one's for you, hon.
All right, Tom Muka, your second place finisher. Congratulations goes out to him. And here's your third place finisher. Great run for Bob Attorney. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's been a while since we've been back. Just prayed that we're going to hang on a third, and things got a little slick there at the end. And hey, glad to be here. It's been a while, and I'd like to thank everybody that works on the car. They did a heck of a job, and thank you.
All right, Bob Attorney, your third place finisher. Great run with the 13. Don't forget, next Friday night, it's double points night, Goodyear night. The Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company sponsors the show for double points. And next Sunday, the 27th, a week from this Sunday, it'll be the first Enduro of the year, plus the Battle of the Monster Trucks, War Wagon, and Distant Thunder. And then Friday night, the 2nd of July, it's the Winchester 100 as part of Budweiser Firecracker Night with our huge fireworks displays. So make those plans for the next 2 or 3 Friday nights. We'll look forward to seeing you back here on the high banks then. Have a safe trip home tonight and enjoy your weekend.